and welcome back to Lilies of Ambleside and our third instalment of wreath making online. So, we've done one previously where we have put lots of different foliages on there. This time we're going to do the same kind of thing, not as much foliages, but we're going to decorate it with items like the sliced oranges and some whole limes and cinnamon sticks and things a little bit more fun. So, get your wreath frame that you've already mossed and your reel wire. Attach it the end into the moss, go around a couple of times to secure it into place, and we will start again with our greening. So this time, again, we're still going to use the blue spruce, Scotch pine and cupressus, and we might put in a little bit of holly as well, but not as much. So if we get our hands again like we did it previously, hands, and don't forget to wire through the branches to ensure that it stays into situ and doesn't come off. And we'll just alternate the greenery as we go along. A little bit of pine, blue spruce and the cupress. And it is a lot easier to work on a bigger bench. Okay, so there we go. I've got little clusters of each on there so far. I will continue going round. If you want to, you've got one that's a bit scruffy like that and you've got a little one, you can put them on top of each other. As long as you pull them tight and you thread through the branches as I've explained, shouldn't be a problem. Greenery like this is available from places that sell Christmas trees. It's always worth asking them. The bottom branches they always tend to cut off. And by putting in the different foliages, you get different textures, you get different shades of the green. And the different scents actually as well. Smells delicious. Smelling like Christmas. Almost coming to the end now. We just want to make sure that it goes right through and we've got no ends, no empty spaces. It's a nice piece there. Going to cluster a little bunch of greenery there to go into my last little hole there. Pull it nice and tight. Then get your wire, cut it off and return the end into the moss. And there we have our greened frame ready for the next stage. The next bit now, I'm going to put in some holly. So I'm just going to cut off some little bits. Apparently somebody told me that the bottom leaves of ivy is always really prickly and the top ones are not so prickly, the leaves. to stop deer from eating all the berries. I personally think it's to stop florists from taking all the holly. So we're getting some mossing pins again. These. So just put it over through between some leaves and pin it into your moss. By doing it this way, it means you don't get really pickly fingers, but you can still put your moss, your holly in. Just work our way around, inserting them. Just put the holly in between one of your little bunches of greenery so that you can't see the mossing pin or the end of your holly. So there we have, got our holly in there. Okay, next up I'm going to put a bow. And I'm going to put the bow. So the bow has got a nice wire on there. Put it in through your moss and return it back up and back in. And that'll be nice and secured into situ there. Some nice trailing ends there as well, trails. I'm going to do some cinnamon sticks. These are already wired. To wire your cinnamon stick, we put a bundle of few together and then we wrap it wrappy around them to secure them. Get your wire, just put it through, bring it down like a little hairpin and twist. And everything now we're going to put in here is going to be done by going into the moss. And then we can return it and put it back in. I'm going to do 3 clusters on here of everything that we're using so that we can keep it looking round. If you do even numbers, then it ends up looking, oops, looking like a square. So 3 cinnamon sticks in there, 3 little bundles. We will now go for 3 limes. So your limes, again, floristry wires, stub wires. Thread them through the centre of the lime or the orange. Can be a bit tricky. Bring it down like a little hairpin and twist. And we're going to put that into the moss like we've done previously, and we're going to repeat that 2 more times. Then we're going to get some oranges, sliced oranges, and then we can double those up, or you can triple them up if you want to, and we can put those in little clusters of 3. Again, just thread them through the 3 slices, little hairpins, and then we can bob them in. Now the thing is, when you're doing this kind of thing, is you can do as much or as little as you want. It's your wreath. You do it your way. You make it unique to you, your style, to suit your house, to suit your decorations. You might want to put some baubles in it. Match your Christmas tree. You can always put things like that in there. Always put in little apples, like that as well. Just remember, wherever you're going to put your wreath, if it's going to be where it's open to the elements, things like this will blow because it's polystyrene underneath and it'll just blow open, and so they're no good outside. Some of these things like your oranges and your limes, they're not so great outside. But if you've got a little portrait, then that's great because it will you've got a little bit of shelter there. But if it's completely outdoors, you need to look at things like your cones or your glass baubles and things like that, because they'll all be fine outdoors. So I'm just going to carry on doing this a little bit more, and then at the end I will show you the product. So we have our end product. We've got a wreath, we've got some artificial fruit in there with the apples and the pomegranates, and we've got our sliced oranges and our whole limes, our bow and some cinnamon sticks. Enjoy making yours, and thank you for joining us, and we wish you all a very Merry Christmas.